Cé go raibh Kenneth ar aisim an tréála. Níorbh éasca chó díreach isteach ar an obair, agus é seasta báirithe ag lucht leanta agus peiblethirí. Ach bhí bailach forasta ar fáilthó chun an tarraingt seo a cheantsú, an deoch.
Finally, we're back training. I had to get ready for the national championships. But drinking was going regular. Boxing's hard enough as it is, but you're going back in then to put back on muscle, to condition yourself back into the weight you should be. You have to eat more, you know? All of these things compared with, whereas I shouldn't have to worry about that if I was a proper, dedicated, disciplined athlete.
Very rusty, but no harm in that, is there? 4 weeks off, 4th session back. Body fats are up. The gels are there. It'll all come off in its own time, you know?
And that was noticeable when I came into camp. The lads were looking at me, you know, what's going on, Kenny? You know, weak as a kitten. Couldn't pick up the chair, maybe that week. Couldn't throw a punch, maybe that week. Never really that acceptance that the word alcoholic never came into my mind. I was afraid to even utter that word, you know? Because how could I be? I'm a high-performance athlete. I like me few points. So, sure, everyone does. And that went on for a long time.
Breaking point for Egan came when he failed to show for the weigh-in for his light heavyweight bout in an international with the US.
He was pretty fragile, I would say. He knows he's made some mistakes. He's the type of guy that doesn't want to say no to anybody. Well, everybody is ringing him. And he's made commitments that he can't keep.
This was where there was an expectation of others on him to do something that he wasn't ready for. He was still lost in this quagmire of celebration, of alcohol, of binges, of late nights, and trying to represent the athlete who was back in training and I'm now coming back.
He didn't know what he wanted to do, but he had lost it, lost the spark, lost them, get up and go.
Faoi rábhíle sa de, rábhlíonn tar éis na cluichí Oilimpeacha, bhí seisiúin tromólacháin Kenneth ag éirí níos trime agus níos fuide. Agus beléir dá bháthair gra sé námací gníomhú, nó go mbeadh sé ródhearnach.
You wouldn't know where he'd be. I went around looking for him. And we're up in Rathcoole, and someone said his car was in the car park in Rathcoole. We're coming up along the Naas Road, and butterflies came in front of the car. And I said, down here, I have great faith in butterflies. That sounds now freaky and weird, but I have great faith in them. And the whole way to Naas, after the butterflies, and we went to the town of Naas, and the butterflies stopped. And I said, he's in that pub there.
I don't know how I ended up in Naas, but I was in Naas drinking and a half pint of Guinness in one hand and a pool cue in the other. And I was playing pool with some stranger. I don't know who he was, still don't know to this day. And the doors opened up in the pub and it was sunny. The sun coming through the door. I looked up at the door and it was me mum. She walked into the pub and she's kind of, come on, it's time to go home. And I put the pint down, put the cue to beside the pool table, got into the car, and didn't say a word all the way home.